Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and the 1000 day celebration is on Global Dokkan in full swing right now. Now during part 2 of the celebration, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the OG one, will actually be able to Extreme Z-Awaken all the way to level 140. His Extreme Z-Awakening event will drop on Global. It is much easier than Super Saiyan 3 Goku's, by the way, so no worries there. So shout out to my boy Alex the Gaming Claw for setting his Broly as lead because he does have it Rainbow. So I want to just do a quick video kind of showing how monstrous this guy becomes. You know, just right before he is released on Global Dokkan. So really quickly, this is Super Warrior of Destruction, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. His leader skill starts out as SCR Key 3 and Attack 3000, and after Extreme Z-Awakening becomes SCR Key 3 and an HP attack and defense 70%, so he gets Omega Shenron's leader skill. His super attack is the Gigantic Meteor for both. It was mass damage to all enemies, which I believe equates to about extreme damage. Now, after his Extreme Z-Awakening, it becomes supreme damage to all enemies and raises attack for 3 turns, so that's very good. He will be able to stack his attack. His passive skill was defense reduced to 0 and plus 7,000 attack when attacking, and it becomes attack and defense 80% when attacking. So this Broly will be able to tank after he super attacks. Before he super attacks, he'll have higher defense than normal. As we look at his stats right here. Like, at the free dupe level, he'll have 8,500 defense, which is very, very impressive. So, once you get him to Rainbow, 12,000 defense, like, that's insane. So, he will be able to tank a little bit before he's actually attacked. But, once he supers, he will be a monstrous tank. So, that will be very, very helpful. His links are Hardened Grudge, Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, the Saiyan Lineage, Berserker, and Fierce Battle. So that is all nice. He has a 12 key multiplier of 140%. The only thing that does suck is they did not give him Prepared for Battle. I think that's the one mistake they made with his Extreme Z-Awakening. They should have given him that 7th link of Prepared for Battle, because Prepared for Battle was not even a link in the game when he first came out. So I do think that was definitely a missed opportunity. And actually, he just got this only yesterday, but he actually does finally have a category as well. He is actually on the movie bosses category with all of the villains of the Dragon Ball movies. So, you know, the other 2 legendary Super Saiyan Brolys were added in there. Now, this guy's art is actually from the 2nd Broly movie, but they kind of work with, like, under the assumption that he is from the 1st Broly movie. So you just do gotta accept that. That's why he's not on their 5 warrior category. Now, we're gonna go ahead and rock this team in here. We're gonna see how powerful this Extreme Z-Awaken Broly can be. The answer to that, by the way, is very, very powerful. He is a monster. And we're also gonna be able to directly compare how strong he is to LR Broly, because as you guys can see, my LR Broly is Rainbow. So we have a Rainbow LR Broly, and we have a Rainbow Legendary Super Saiyan Broly as well. So we could kind of see, you know, which one is better. Now, many people kind of falsely state, I think, that the Extreme Z-Awaken one is better, and I am not gonna agree. Personally, I do think LR Broly is better. It's just there are situations where the Extreme Z-Awaken Broly is incredibly useful, just because of the fact that he has that defensive buff, whereas Broly loses defense. But, like, if you get any dupes in the LR Broly at all, he is going to outshine the Extreme Z-Awaken one. I decided, because I'm using my boy Alex's Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, I figured I'd use the Majin Vegeta too, who, like, he's a big fan of that unit. So, attack stat just under 1,000,000 damage. Now, keep in mind, because this is a friend Rainbow Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, also, how much damage will he take after his defensive buff right here? 64, so that's a lot. That's more than I would have liked. We are only working with a 100... Yeah, and there's LR Broly with a higher attack stat. Neither of them had any links active, but here's the thing, LR Broly then also gets a guaranteed additional super. So, you know, don't sleep on the boy LR Broly. We are only working with a 170% attack buff. Do keep that in mind. Normally, we would be having 240 on Extreme STR, and then obviously that Broly, he'll actually get 300% on the movie boss category. Now, I do have that unit all the way Extreme Z Awoken, but I don't actually have him with all of his, whatchamacallit. I don't have him with all of his dupe paths unlocked, which is the reason why I'm not bringing mine like that. So, I have two great linking partners for those Brolys as well. It's just, this is kind of a bad rotation right here for me against these double Super Saiyan 4 Gokus. Eventually, I want to try and get things in line. I'm going to link up the TUR version of LR Broly with the Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Or actually, I don't know, because we'll have two rotations, right? So we'll have the Extreme Z Woken Broly, and we'll have either SCR Rose or the TUR version of LR Broly, and then the other one will be, like, vice versa. So, you know, we'll have LR Broly in one rotation and the Extreme Z Woken in the other, and, like, they'll kind of, like, you know, go back and forth dominating this event for us. Now, I have not decided, again, which, like, how exactly I'm going to do this. Okay, so let's see how well our boy Broly will be able to tank right here. We'll go ahead and let Majin Vegeta get a super attack, and I do think Broly is actually going to finish off Vegeta right here. So he should take, okay, 10,000, again, a little more than I'd like, and his attack stat 1.2 million right there. Pretty good. Obviously, we do have Hit on this rotation, and Hit will dramatically raise how much damage he's going to do because of that 40% defensive buff here. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the TUR legendary, like, not legend. Okay. There's so many, we're using so many different fucking Brolys here that, like, it's difficult to, like, kind of, like, effortlessly go between all of these fuckers' names like this. We're going to get this guy right here, Super Saiyan Broly. We're going to get him paired up with the Extreme Z Awoken Broly. And then we'll leave SCR Rose Goku Black. We'll leave him with LR Broly. I feel like that kind of will put us in a good situation to kind of, like, test back and forth how powerful they are. Now, see, it's just the reason that the Extreme Z Awoken Broly can't match LR Broly is because LR Broly gets that guaranteed second super. The fact that he will always, always, always be supering twice is, like, just such a game changer. And with an additional, he could super 3 times. Getting a triple super from LR Broly would just be maddening. Alright, so I figure we'll probably leave Janemba right there to block a little bit for us. Should I heal? I don't think I need to heal, actually. I think we should be okay. Although, Majin Vegeta could take a lot of damage at the end if he is supered. But, okay, well, Gogeta's going to super Janemba right at the start. Obviously, Janemba is a fantastic unit. I still think I would maintain my position, though, of all the hero leaders being better. But Janemba certainly is a very, very, very good unit. Okay, so not bad, not bad. Crit for 600k. And then there's Broly's attack stat, again, hovering somewhere around the 1 million. Okay, crit for 900,000. And the additional super, which obviously, you know, once Broly's rainbowed, you can have a pretty good chance of that. Oh, if only he'd gotten a second crit, that would have been so hype. Oh, 43,000. Okay, I actually am going to have to heal. Your boy is actually going to have to go ahead and drop a heal right here. And this, of course, no, I didn't want to embarrass my boy Extreme Z Woken Broly like that, but we're going to have to go ahead and take a look at what LR Broly can do. 2 million attack stat, and Hit is on rotation. And remember, he would be getting a guaranteed super attack after that. Like, LR Broly is just disgusting broken. And Extreme SCR has become so interesting now because we have all of these different... Let's have... let me heal up. This is actually an interesting rotation because the Super Saiyan Broly, he will take a lot of damage, actually. The only... you know what? I'm actually looking at it, too. I think it would be smarter of me to have SCR Rose Goku Black be this Broly's friend because of the fact that this Broly does not have Prepare for Battle. So the SCR Rose, the fact that he is going to be giving him that very nice 3-key passive, that will help both of them. And then obviously Rose himself, he's never really going to have trouble supering or anything like that. Okay, so 23,000, and that's more than I would have liked before he supers. I would love to see, hopefully he does normal attack, Broly right here, so we can kind of see the difference. Okay, 36. Completely tanks it. Now, also at the same time, Hopefully Gogeta does not super the TUR version of Broly right here, because that could be bad for us. That would do a very, very, very high amount of damage. Oh, the triple! Yo! The triple super by my man Broly. That is so much damage. Here's the only thing with running all of these Brolys, though, is we do start to have, like, a lot of defensive holes in us. If you guys, if you guys catch my drift, there are some holes there. All right, I want to go ahead and change up these rotations, actually. So we'll go ahead and get all of those STR orbs. That's also going to be a lot of health we'll recover. Let me get, yeah, Rose off rotation. Do I want to heal? I'm actually going to go ahead and drop a heal right here, but I shouldn't need to use any defensive items or anything along those lines. So let's go ahead and see what LR Broly is capable of. Now, before Broly supers, obviously, he is, basically going to completely tank everything, because a Rainbow LR is just going to have crazy stats. That's just how it is. And then after he supers, that's where his defense will go down. So I do kind of like how the two Brolys, they are like kind of different from each other in that aspect, where one gets stronger after he supers, and the other does kind of get weaker after he supers. I do think that's kind of like an interesting kind of like mirror of each other or whatever. In total, I would say Extreme STR, I started to talk about this earlier, is getting very fun because all of the Saiyans on the category now make it, like, excuse me, not category, but all the Saiyans on the team now make it to where you could just like go crazy with like a Saiyan team. I'm actually also going to do this right here because I want to get the TUR version of Broly over with LR Broly, because obviously they make good partners. This is actually going to work out really good because I'm going to get a Dokkan attack during the AGL portion of this fight. Go ahead and get a crit for me. Yes, there we go. 1.3 and another additional. Okay, so this is just becoming the Broly beatdown show, my boy. Not bad at all. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so now we move on to AGL Sinu. And I don't think our boy is going to do very good getting hit by this Dokkan attack by LR Broly. So, very, very good. I would have liked to have gotten the Dokkan attack with the Extreme Z Woken Broly, but it's fine. This is kind of like, you know, seeing what the two Brolys are able to kind of do together, which is big-time damage. And then, obviously, you can't actually run both of them on the same team without using a friend, because they do have the same name. They both are Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Like, there's no difference in their name or anything like that. So that is one thing to also consider. Wow, 1.2. He did 1.2 million damage, and that was type disadvantage, by the way. Like, if he had done like a crit or something, that would have been outrageous. And I'm actually kind of shocked that he survived. It's because Broly did not get a crit at all, and we're gonna take a ridiculous amount of damage. That's the only thing about running that Majin Vegeta, is because he's got like no dupe system love or anything, he can just be hit crazy hard. That Sin actually survived that rotation. That is wild. I am stunned that this man actually survived that rotation. We will be okay from this point on, though. Another thing that is so good about Rose is that 50% defensive buff he gives to extreme type units. So, you know, either Broly he'll be working with, he is going to make them a lot more effective in tanking. Obviously, LR Broly, after he supers, when he loses defense, and for the Extreme Z-Awaken Broly, for him, the Rose's defensive buff will be applied before he supers. So, like, you know, that will make it so that he's able to defend himself a little bit better as well. Like, it all is going to work out very well. I'm actually just going to pop an Icarus right here. And I think we should be good after that. So let me do this, and Broly will just get this. Unfortunately, usually Majin Vegeta is able to get us a very nice amount of SCR orbs, but not today he wasn't. I do think LR Broly will probably be able to finish off Omega here. Omega's kind of tough, but he's nothing too scary about. And then obviously once we get to the physical portion of the fight, we're just going to be able to torch him at that point. So the Super Saiyan TUR version of Broly here also is a ridiculously powerful unit. Don't ever sleep on him. People forget that, like, even if he didn't have a an awakening to LR, that version of Broly is still like a supremely powerful unit. Like he's very, very good to have. Like that's why like people did kind of get confused with like how like LRs are working and stuff, because the TUR version of Broly is so good. Like he is so helpful to have just as like an ally. Oh, is Janemba locked right there? Yeah, he is. Okay. Well, I don't really want to use an item. Fuck it, I'll just use an item, because I'm going to finish the video after we get done with Omega anyway. Okay, so what I want to do, hopefully Broly does not finish him, because I want to... Oh, no, I do have an Icarus active. Damn, I was going to say, I want to see like how well he'll be able to hold up against Omega's attacks after he supers, but I do actually have an Icarus active right now. Oh, well. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right, so let's just go ahead and finish this bad boy off then. 450,000. We're not getting the crits. Yeah, today the crits have not been flying in as often as I'd like. But okay, cool. We'll actually be able to see how much damage he's going to start taking with Rose on rotation. 36,000 is pretty good even with an Icarus active. And then obviously normals are not going to hit him. So that is a very good rotation run. Obviously, Global's not going to have SCR Rose Goku Black for a little while. But he shouldn't be too far away. I would say probably around the end of May is when y'all on Global can expect to get SCR Rose. Okay, so Hit is going to be in the first rotation. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and go Susher. This bastard. Always doing extra stuff. And we'll save all of the physical orbs for LR Broly. And LR Broly might just clean up Omega right here, actually. And then I'll just do that to prepare for the next fight. So, all in all, talking about Extreme Z-Awaken Broly, he is a fantastic unit. They really did make one of the worst units in the game incredibly viable moving forward. He's not better than LR Broly, but again, LR Broly is literally a summonable LR. Those, without question, are the best units in the game. So, like, of course he's not going to match that level, but, you know, if you don't have dupes in LR Broly and, like, your Extreme Z-Awaken Broly is, like, Rainbow, or he has dupes in him, like, it actually could turn into a bit of a discussion. So, keep all of this in mind moving forward, and let's go ahead and let our boy finish this off, because I would imagine he is going to be able to finish off Omega right here. And Omega is able to do about 3,000 before Broly supers, but I think Broly's going to finish this off, so we won't even see how much damage he'll do after. I just have a feeling that this is going to be a crit, and it wasn't a crit. And he did an additional. Okay, well, whatever. We're going to see Rose finish it off. This Majin Vegeta does have a great super attack animation. I know a lot of people actually rainbowed him. Like, I know Alex the Gaming Claw rainbowed him. I think my boy Techstar rainbowed him. LR David rainbowed him. A lot of people rainbowed that Majin Vegeta. I mean, I'm not quite into him as much as other people are. But, I mean, he's a usable unit at the very least. Orb changers are always helpful, especially on teams you're going to have LRs on it. But, you know, the Extreme Z-Awaken Broly, by the way, guys, he is coming to Global in this month. I think sometime after April 10th is when he will be arriving. It will be pretty easy to get him just a super AGL team, maybe with an LR Trunks and Goten friend. Should be sufficient. So keep that in mind, guys, and I will catch you guys next time. I'm going to do some videos on Raditz and the 1000-day Goku that also are recently, like, coming to Global or about to come to Global. So be on the lookout for that, and later, guys.